I to know that I wouldn't have to ask, 'cause everything on the sea of Galilee. Oh, Galilee. Oh, to be in the dark is not what I live. I guess I just don't know. Maybe I'm just getting dull. Work for a check pays the bills. Bills leave me thinking, what gives? Clouds make the rain feeds the grass grows high on a mountain. And now that I'm here, it's painfully clear that
The city now resembled her citizens who were blindfolded with no sight. Debris vomited from the sea as the Gulf could no longer hold down deep-seated transgressions of founding families.
15 feet high, and it was moving about 80 miles an hour. Just had all this stuff with it, all the dumpsters, and saw rats this big in it. I'm not kidding you. I went and got my little girl. I said, "You got to see this, man. This is something you'll never see again." And then it hit the building, and that whole building shuttered.
why do you
was a pastor for a while on the island.
Oh, yeah?
And then
Make sure you put it in the newspaper. City ain't want to help us. We had to do it ourselves.
this is a lot of work. How
It
many
is a lot of
houses
work.
is this?
It was 2-story.
Jeez. Where exactly was it?
You don't see the slab over there?
Oh,
See where them steps was right
Yeah.
there? That's where them steps was. That's where it was. We moved it all over here. And the
Boy,
city,
that tornado was pretty choosy, huh? Just
the city was supposed to pick it up.
jeez.
They didn't.
Everything. My pictures, I had my parents' birth certificate and my, what do you call it, confirmation certificate.
For church, confirmation for church.
Yeah.
What were their names? What were your parents' names?
Hilda Airy, Charles Airy, that was my mother and father. Charles and Hilda.
Charles and Hilda. It's so sad. It's hard.
That the worst thing about the storm to me was not knowing what you were going to do. That moving just from, we moved 7 times. That just tore me up, after.
Oh, you mean after, when the storm was done? You
Yeah.
didn't know where you were going to live?
No, because we didn't know we were in the hotel. We didn't know if they were going to put you out. In fact, one of them did put us out and put our luggage in the lobby. We took our clothes and put them in the lobby. And I forgot how we stayed at St. Louis. And then you just had a certain time you could stay in one place, And at my age, when you're moving around like that, it
takes years off your
I'm
life.
surprised I was still alive because I was frightened, uncertain, and
we were blessed in our last move. We were at the Comfort Inn, and a friend.
Seawall.
Yeah, a friend out east, and a friend told us about this place, and so they got us a room because we didn't have anywhere to go that night. Made everybody evacuate.
Oh.
So but I mean, we had no water, no lights, or whatever. She didn't want to go, but we couldn't stay here like that.
You couldn't stay.
But then they made you get off the aisle. You couldn't stay here.
And that was the terrible part of it. They closed the aisle, and instead of letting reporters and things in,
Right.
that was the stupidest thing. I hope this gets on television so they can see how stupid it was.
My home will never be the same unless the change starts at the head.
Know that getting well involves all 3 dimensions: body, mind, and spirit. And we try to do that through all our programs, and we sort of structure them that way. And all we're doing is reflecting what life is.
Right.
'Cause we are, to be a person, you have to know your body, your mind, and your spirit. And we find creative and practical ways for people to manifest that in their lives.
And I was thinking of that mission, pre-Ike and then post-Ike, and how Ike has influenced or perhaps intensified that need for intervention and how you see the work, how you've seen your mission sort of change and your response to that.
Our mission has not changed. Our mission is still the same, to be an oasis of hope, expecting miracles. That is our mission statement. And as I've told people post-Ike, if those were merely words, as you came here, you see the devastation. We had a housing project that housed some 2,000 families. It's gone. All the public housing is gone. We are in an urban desert. And so an oasis is a place that people traveling through the desert came, stopped, and got refreshed to go on. We are that place. And our services have expanded, particularly our medical services, which we encourage people to be a part of their healing. Ike changed everything. The landscape has changed. We are probably one of the primary providers to the indigent for medical care. We do Thanksgiving bags.
You did both.
We did both.
Stand for that.
We had partnered prior to the storm with St. Patrick's, which is now Holy Name Parish. 170 meals St. Vincent's was able to provide
For Galveston.
for Galveston.
Folks.
Right.
That's
Right.
a lot of
That's
meals.
pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So do you see food as a real need
Food
too?
is a real need. One thing that you can always get at St. Vincent's House is food. St. Galveston has the wonderful designation of being food insecure and a food desert.
For a lot of the residents.
Right, and a food desert is characterized as not being able to have nutritional access to food or a grocery store, I think a mile, within a mile or a quarter of a mile.
You got the Jack Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay. People of color rarely receive any honor or support. But the worst part of that is they are the main ones to express any negative retort. I'm the biggest hater when there are haters out there bigger than me, especially when they are consumed by their vanity, lived out through their greed.
Piece about creativity. Can you speak about how are you able to create a book after all this?
Out of sheer necessity and writing about what I know. We as humans, we all have creativity. Some of us express ourselves through writing, singing, praying, whatever it takes. I just needed to get my thoughts out because my friends who had taken me in, and they were very well-meaning and they were very supportive, but at the end of the day, I had to be with me. And there was things that I could not say to other people. There were feelings that I could not express to relatives or to my children or to my friends. And it was my soul speaking to my soul. It was me speaking to me. And the only way that I could do that was to write it down. That served me well. And so we're all creative. And if we rely on that aspect of our being, it will serve as a map, because writing it down served as a map. When I read my own words, I didn't even recognize my own words, because those words was coming from a space that was beyond my physical being at that point. And it served as a map. And when I read my own words, I followed them. But it was me speaking to me. And for those who believe in God, the concept of God or whatever, that is the God in one that is speaking to us. And we write it down and we follow it. Because that's our truest map. It's not GPS.
Well, and you mentioned to me previously in a conversation where we have a hand in what happens.
I just think we have to remember that, because otherwise, when something happens like Ike,